Well, hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about September. We are going to do the overview this week, and we'll do a little in-depth reading on the 1st through the 7th. Quick update, I am still in Washington State, so I am in fact in an Airbnb, so I have hosts who live above me, and the noises they make will be whatever they make, and we're just going to deal with it, all right? So thank you for bearing with me on that, and we'll just see how it goes, all right? I have all the cards in front of me that are all the decks that are pre-programmed and ready to go. Let's get you a guiding card for the month, all right? So that's not the deck we use. Oh, sorry, almost missed that. Here we go. All right, Aquarius, what do we got? That's the one right there. Okay. So yes, I have a guiding message for you for the month from my better angels. They would like you to know that staying in gratitude is going to be really important for you. We have Moonlight Enchantment. Look at that cool thing. Yes. So the moon. We're about to have a full moon where I'm at right now. So yeah, it's very cool. The full moons for me are full of magic and enlightenment. This deck clearly understands that. I love it. It is super intense to me how there's great wonder and wisdom and joy in the moon. The moon knows everything. It's seen everything, right? So we are indeed in a place where the magic can connect you in this moment. The energy of the moon can connect you to the magic of the universe. Whatever your beliefs are, that's cool. You do you. And if you're like me and you connect to the moon quite a lot, allow that magic to enter and do its job, okay? Don't forget to set your intentions, of course, which is always a good plan, all right? Imagine it already done and you're there, okay? So that's the magic that happens with the moon, and I encourage you to play with it if you're into that sort of thing, and if you're not, it's okay. So yes, and yeah, your own personal message from my better angels is to stay in gratitude, and it's really quite lovely to do so. It brings things in also. I'm not sure how or why it triggers abundance, but it does. So it's good. If you would like to, no, the refrigerator is very noisy, clankety clunk. If I met you at a Ren Fair, I want you to know that I'm going to be posting in the description box my entire schedule, so you'll know where I'll be when, and you'll be able to follow me along, okay? And if you want to hit those links, because I'll be putting in the links for each fair, you'll be able to get your tickets right from there. Ta-da! All right, excellent. Let's go ahead and get you the overview video. Bam! So we're going to go ahead and lay these cards out. We'll have the 4 weeks, so we'll have 4 columns, and then we'll have the 3 rows where we are, what's blocking us, and what our solution is. So yeah, we are going to get into it. All right. The other message I have for you from my better angels is the group message for all 12 signs. We are all on the move. This could mean moving your job, moving your house, moving mentally. There's a mental move changing. Some folks are shifting their mindsets in a way that is quite lovely. It's growth. It's mass growth all at once, and I like that very much. It's like a lot of people's minds are changing. Dun dun dun. Very cool. Take that as it resonates, and be prepared. There's some of this could be a move that's happening due to geological movement and or weather. Okay, so hang in there, hang on to that, get a raft if it's rain, and otherwise if it's not. Okay, so let's talk about the first week of September. We're talking about the 1st through the 7th. We're going to go in depth on this week at the end of the video, so we'll just kind of get through all of this and then move in to that. Okay, let's see. We have the King of Swords showing that in September 1st through the 7th, there's going to be somebody in your world who's going to be trying to control the situation and be a little bit intense about it. He might be very picky about how things go, so be aware of who he is and what he's doing in your world. Yeah, he's going to be very particular, all right? So be cautious. Yeah, your foundation of power is blocked by this guy. He is so in charge, he's not going to let you be in charge of anything, okay? That's a bummer, I know. But it will be a fast experience. Whatever he comes in to do, he's going to come in and do it very quickly, and then he'll be gone, okay? So his influence in the situation will be short-lived, but I feel like it'll have ripples in the ocean. You know, the still lake will have the nice rings. So things will come out of him, what he comes and does, and it'll have a lasting repercussions, okay? The next week over, the 8th through the 14th, we are looking at the Queen of Wands. This is a like-minded person who is going to be down-to-earth, easygoing, definitely around and able to listen to what's going on. That was just a fridge. Don't be freaking. It's okay. It's loud and clanky. So this is a sister from another mister who's going to be hanging out, being around. I think it'll be quite pleasant, and I think that it will be, you'll be good. You'll have a good time. So enjoy this person while you got them. It's nice to reconnect sometimes. The moon is here, showing that dreams and goals may be on hold this week. So it's okay to do anything else if you can't really work towards your dreams and goals, okay? You can just write about them and know that they're working themselves out, or that you'll work on them more on another day, okay? So just journal that out and let it be what it is. And of course, the 8 of Cups is here, showing that the solution for you for this week might be that there's somebody in your world that you need to let go of so that you can grow. Okay, you personally need to let someone who's come around a lot and needs something all the time. It's over. You've lost that love and feeling for somebody who's been around, needing a little help over and over and over and over, and now you don't want to help. So that's cool. You're going to do you, and that's going to be all right. So make a good boundary, and you'll be free. Okay? So that is your solution at this time. I don't get the feeling that it's the Queen of Wands. I think it's somebody else you're going to be letting go of. So figure it out. All right. There might be one way that this could be the Queen of Wands, and that is that if this person is needing more freedom to move about the cabin, so to speak, they may need to feel like they're free to do so. It'll be a release with love in that case, right? You know? So let's talk more about the 15th through the 21st. This will be more clear when we get to the in-depth reading on that next week, all right? So the 7 of Swords is here, talking about the 15th through the 21st of September. You are indeed taking over. You're going to be the person in charge. It all worked out. You're the one in charge now. You're going to want to take over, and you're going to want to delegate certain things. Okay, you do this, and you do that. I love that you guys are doing really well. Ask me if you need anything. You guys who are having a little trouble. So if you're having a little trouble, let me tell you that I know a little bit about this. You'll have to come and ask for that information when you're ready. But here are the tools and people that you asked for to try and work on it and fix it yourself, and then walk away. You have to make these people come to you and ask for your information. Otherwise, they won't hear it, okay? So you'll be just like the old boss if you do it the other way, all right? 9 of Pentacles shows me that you're blocked in the financial department. You're not going to have a mass amount of savings at this time, so just sort of breathe and live within your budget, okay? You'll be all right. And then a doorway opens. Dun, dun, dun. Perfect. You have an opportunity will present itself after you've done all this delegating and stuff. People will be seeing you and watching you and going, what the heck? That person really knows what they're doing. Huh. So you're being watched at this time, okay? And the doorway will open. So be aware of the doorway and be open to the possibilities of what's going on, right? So this doorway presents itself. Let's talk about what's going on. All right, you may or may not decide you want to go through this doorway, right? You may look at that and go, that's door number 1, but door number 2 is always a possibility. Where is door number 2 exactly? And you might have to wait till next week. So we're going to look at next week now, all right? Because we have September 22nd through the 28th. The 4 of Pentacles shows your finances are getting squared away. Huzzah. Perfect. Love that. Whatever you did last week for your finances ended up working out. So now you have a stronger foundation. You have a better understanding about what you're doing. You're getting paid right for it. This is good news. You're not going to be able to stand up 100% for who you are and what you're doing at this time. So just stay out of the fray. I'm just saying that if somebody asks you to be like somebody else, you're still not going to want to do that, but you're going to want to stay out of the fray, okay? Just stay out of the way, let other people decide stuff, and then you'll step in when it's over. Because you're not in a position to change who you are. That's it. You can't change who you are. Even though it's working in the reverse and it's blocked, it's just saying that you changing yourself won't even fix it. So 3 of Pentacles shows that other people have observed you and want to offer, are throwing your name around for other opportunities. So it's the second door. This is door number 2. This is door number 1. This is door number 2. And this will be someone up above you who sees what you're doing and wants to help you or offer you more money to do something else. All right? So keep your options open. Don't settle into door number 1 too easily or too completely. I feel like it's, unless door number 1 and 2 can work, and then you have door 12. Dun dun. You get what I'm saying. Multiple options could work if you're a part-timer in some way. So then you're going to make them all work together. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and set these cards aside so that we can go ahead and get in depth on this first week of September for you, Aquarius. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Let's look at what we have here. All right. Now we have this pre-programmed deck. I'm going to go ahead and add extra details to it and see where we get to. All right. Alrighty then. So let's see what we have here. The King of Swords is showing me that, indeed, we talked about that piggy fella showing up who wanted to come in a blaze of glory and throw down some information and tell you what to do and then walk away. And he will. So he's going to do this. He's going to boss you around a little bit. It's going to suck a little, but it'll be very fast. So this information he's going to bring you will give you more power in some ways, but the power will also block you. So keep it to yourself for now. Maybe this is one of those things where you're like, okay, so for instance, he'll walk in and say, okay, so now you have to have a certain number of a certain number of these things in order to move forward, or you have to have a certain number of orders on your books in order to stay afloat, okay? And you're like, okay, that's interesting information. And maybe you do, or maybe you don't have that yet. But now you have that information. You're like, okay, so I can stay afloat if I have that certain number of orders. Cool, 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 cool. This is going to make it easier for some folks to get where they need to go, and harder for the others. So you yourself may not have enough orders, but you are in a position to fix that, and it'll all be okay, right? So you now know it's an even playing field, so fairness is coming into play here. We like that. Cool. Now, like I said, you're blocked from having your power because ultimately you don't have quite enough orders yet. So part of the week you're going to be running around feeling blocked in your power, okay? And like you can't move at all. Everything is a little wonky, right? We want you to know that it's not actually wonky. It just feels wonky, okay? So as you go, we're going to put that back, and you're not going to be able to move. You're not going to go on any trips. You're going to be kind of stuck here trying to do the thing. And of course, the gift of power is not happening. You're not feeling empowered in the moment at all. That's frustrating. So even though this information came to you to give you more power, you're feeling, oh, I don't know what to do. Oh. So now the Eight of Wands shows up saying, guess what? This information is actually moving you quicker. Everything that's happened, I feel like you may go through 4 days of this week without having any new sales, and you're feeling frustrated, you're stuck and irritated, and then kaboom, everything happens. And you get more than enough orders to put you up over the top and totally in place, and everything is great, okay? Because you are completely succeeding and getting everything where you need it to be. You're going to finish out one cycle, and you're going to finish another. You're going to start another. So maybe this is one of those things where you get this number of orders and you hit this threshold, and now you're going to be at this threshold moving towards the next threshold, so that it's almost like multi-level marketing. Sorry about that. I hope not. But yes, you will be working on the next threshold. You'll finish one, you'll meet one goal and get ready to move on towards the next goal, okay? This is a karmic lesson for you, always working towards the next progression and always second-guessing yourself. This really is you second-guessing yourself a lot before you get there, okay? So try not to second-guess yourself, because you will get there. Sometimes you just have to start at the beginning and then get there, all right? So you're going to be fine. It's a karmic lesson, and you're going to work through it, all right? Perfect. Love that. Let's get you what I'm calling now an emotional support animal. Ha! It's kind of hilarious. This is an Australian animal card deck. It's an oracle, and it's absolutely all about the beautiful animals, and I believe dreaming is what it's animal dreaming oracle deck. There we go. That's what it's called, and it's a beautiful deck, and I love it very much. But these are becoming emotional support animals for my people. So once a week, we're going to pull an animal for you, and it's going to be an emotional support animal. What do we have for Aquarius this week? This is the one. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. Look at what we have. Okay. Aha. Record keeper. So the whale, who is a record keeper, and of course he goes down into the ethers. He dives around down in the bottom of the ocean, and he sees things, he understands things, and he keeps records for many, many years, and then he passes them on to his youngers, right? So all the records are kept, no matter what, from a very long time ago to right now. All of them are there. The other thing to know is, for you personally in your real life, do keep on track of what you're doing and how you're doing it, especially if you have a sudden burst of sales. How did you do that? Make sure you've got good records to represent what you did, so that nobody else can take your worth and value or your clout in that moment. And also know that as you keep records about this situation, you can move forward with it, and it will be amazing. Okay, we love that for you. We want you to succeed. We want you to feel supported, and if you keep good records of what you're doing, they can't second guess you. They can only push you forward. Nice. They will never push you back down to your old threshold, because you're moving forward. All right, let's go ahead and get you a pocket full of rocks to support you in this situation. All right, perfect. We have pyrite, emerald, and blue opal. Nice. Okay, so the emerald is talking about your heart's desires. You're healing your heart. This is good. We're healing our hearts with some very earth plane energy, meaning that it's very tactile, easy to understand. You may find that it's vanilla ice cream that's going to save you and take you where you want to go. This is important information, and we want you to pay attention to it, okay? Whatever it is that heals your heart, it could be the smell of lavender oil, and you just put a little dab under your nose, and you are good to go for the day, and you feel your heart feels healed and perfect. Do that. But the blue opal is here saying that you're going to learn to use loving words. Also, in the next, for this week, having loving words this week is going to help you tremendously dealing with all of these swords that are going on for you, okay? Not surprised that loving words will come in handy. And do know that you're protected. This is Pyrite, and Pyrite is telling me that you're protected physically, emotionally, from actual physical pain. So, you know, and emotional pain, of course. Nothing can come around you and hurt you, okay, as long as you're carrying this Pyrite. It's one of my favorite stones for gridding a household or a business or anything else where I want to feel safe. If I don't feel safe, I put it out there and it takes care of everything else. So no bad things can come across that edge, okay? Cool. Creating safe space. All right. So now then, let's go ahead and talk about how you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to. They're here to support you if you like. If you want to carry something else, please do. And tell me all about it. I'm excited to hear what you're carrying and what it's doing for you. I love that stuff. And if you would like to like and subscribe to this channel, I would really appreciate it. My tiny little channel could use all the help it can get. And by all means, it helps you get new information about when I put up new videos once a week. And you don't have to go hunting for them, all right? I am going to be posting my schedule for the Ren fairs in the comments below, or the description below, so that you can track where I'm going and where I'll be. And if you're in that town, by all means, come on out and get a reading face to face. It's a really nice way to connect and to have a special message just for you. All right? I appreciate you guys so much. Love you. And we'll talk to you next week for the 8th through the 14th. Thank you.